Hello YouTube and welcome to another GV anime review. Today I am reviewing an anime that I have been meaning to watch for over a year and that I have been saying that I would watch. So finally I got around to watch Shirobako. Shirobako is a very well-known anime that won the 2016 Tokyo Animation Award, beating animes like Shikatsu wa Kimi no Uso and One Punch Man, and the Animation Kobe Television Award in 2015. So it's needless to say that I was quite excited to finally watch this anime. The story of Shirobako starts with 5 high school girls who are all into animation. They make a pledge that they will all make it into the anime world and one day make an anime together. 2.5 years later, we follow one of these girls called Aoi Miyamori, who is now a production assistant. And she has already learned that making animes is not all fun and games. Long days, stressful work and closing deadlines put Aoi to the test every day. So in Shirobako we follow Aoi through the production process of an anime, while she and the 4 other girls still try to make their dreams come true. In my intro I mentioned that Shirobako won the 2016 Tokyo Animation Award, and looking at the animation, that was deserved. I personally would have given it to Shikatsu, but either way, the animation and the coloring are very good in this anime. To me that came as no surprise, since Shirobako was made by PA Works, and PA Works always delivers high quality animation. The bright colors elevated the comical nature of this anime, and all the animation was really smooth. Even the cars were animated well, and I have seen multiple animes where cars seem to be a problem. A second overall positive thing about Shirobako is that it is a very informative anime. It gives a very clear overview of the production process of an anime. It shows how much work and how many people are involved in the making of these animes that we like to watch. Now, with Aoi as our main character, we do primarily focus on the overall production scheduling, but we get to see all the different aspects, from the key animation and coloring to the voice acting and delivering the final product. So overall, Shirobako gave us a nice look into the world of anime making. And besides being very informative, Shirobako was comical. There is definitely enough comedy in this anime so that it doesn't feel like a documentary about anime making. One of my favorite gags in the anime was the driving and the characters seeming to think that they are in Tokyo Drift. Because Shirobako gave us an overview of all the aspects of anime making, we get to see a lot of different characters. And when I think of many characters, I think of Mayoiga and how it screwed it up. Basically, the problem with Mayoiga was that they wanted to give all the characters meaning. But Shirobako did that differently. We get to see a lot of different characters, but the anime doesn't try to give them all meaning. They get a name and a function, but they don't play a significant role in this anime. So they helped to show the large amount of people involved in anime making without throwing the importance of the main characters off balance. And speaking of the characters brings me to my final positive point, which was something that I was very impressed by. And that are the huge amount of references in Shirobako. There are so many references that I could devote an entire video to them. Characters that you will see are based on real life people, real life voice actors and actresses, directors, producers. There are references to other animation studios, other animes, real life places. Things like this show me how much time and effort has been put into this anime, because you will constantly discover new references. For the negative section, I only have one thing that bothered me a bit in terms of the story. For both the storyline in the first half and the one in the second half, the anime uses the same climax. In both storylines, problems arise when the final episode of the anime has to be delivered and the content of it has to be changed at the very last moment. So maybe they could have been a little bit more creative there. So as a conclusion, Shirobako is a well-designed anime with very little flaws. The fact that I only found one thing to put in my negative part proves that there weren't a lot of things that I didn't like about this anime. I am happy that I finally watched this anime after all this time. So overall, I'm going to rate Shirobako at 4.5 out of 5 stars. If you like comedy and want an inside look in what goes behind these animes that we so love, then Shirobako is an anime that you should definitely watch. Recommendations for Shirobako are animes that also focus on production processes of multimedia. The first one is Girlish Number, which is an anime about voice actresses, so a bit more niche than Shirobako. Number 2 is New Game. New Game shows the production process of a game and is very alike to Shirobako with its style and comedy. 2 seasons of New Game are already available and I enjoyed both of them. The final recommendation is an anime that I still have to watch, being Bakuman. Bakuman stands on my to-watch list and I will try not to leave it there for over a year like with Shirobako. And with that I conclude my review of Shirobako. As usual, you can find the full list of all my animes and reviews over at Anime Planet. As usual, I will put a link in the description box down below. Now, if you want me to review a particular anime from this list, please put it in the comments. Also, if you have a recommendation for me, put it in the comments as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, visit me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and subscribe to this channel for more reviews in the future. Then I will say arigatou gozaimasu and I will see you all in the next video.